Sir, I am grateful to all the honourable members who have spoken substantially in support of the bill, and I am deeply touched by the kind words many of them have spoken about me.
All of them? All of them?
All of them.
Congratulated you.
Yeah, I'm deeply grateful and very, very profoundly touched. Sir, I know the pressure on time, but I will very quickly go to the point straight away. I don't think Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi is here. His first objection was the likely supersession about the senior-most judge as the Chief Justice, because it says, if found fit. I would like to inform him and the House, it is not my invention. It is there in the memorandum of procedure prepared in consultation with the Supreme Court since 1998. The senior-most judge, if found fit, shall be appointed as the Chief Justice. And this whole apprehension that two junior will conspire to deny him, there will be law minister, the eminent persons there to consider. Therefore, I think the same is there. He should not at all have any apprehension. He talked of regulations. Sir, I would like to tell the House, the eligibility of a judge for the Supreme Court is under Article 124(3). The eligibility of a High Court judge is under 271(2) and 3. That is the constitutional eligibility, Mr. Roy will know it. That is the eligibility which the Commission has to take into account. But how shall they recommend, what procedure they shall follow will be in regulations. And who will frame the regulation? The Commission itself, headed by the Chief Justice, two senior-most judges. He said the Supreme Court may strike it down. If the Supreme Court will strike down a regulation by a commission headed by the Chief Justice, of which the two senior judges are the members, then what can I do? Therefore, I am surprised. Again, I say, we have taken the maximum care to make it as flawless as possible, and I think that is very clear. We should not be a little troubled about that. Sukendra Babu talked of two members. Mr. Balgopal also talked of two members. Sir, why two members? Let me again repeat. It is something we are dealing with the appointment of Supreme Court and High Court judges, not of clerks or lower level grade officers. One of the highest constitutional office in the country. Let us trust the element of maturity and decision making of people at that level. And as I said in other house, if one is a dissenter, two is a voice of reason. And this is not my invention. Again, I would like to read from the Supreme Court judgment in the Collegium case 1998. And this is what said by how many judges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 judges said, similarly, if two or more members of the Collegium dissent, the CJI should not persist with the recommendation. I agree with you that. It is only, and I am telling you, a healthy balance has been ensured in the whole commission and the act which we have framed. Namely, sir, let me share with this House today. Collegium, that was 5. Sir, let me share with this House, just talk to Satish ji, because he has been an eminent lawyer himself. A lot of suggestions came to me that the government should also nominate judges for consideration, High Court and Supreme Court, state government and central government. We said no. We must maintain the sanctity of the institution of judiciary, and let the starting of the name shall be by the High Court Chief Justice in consultation with as many judges, laid down the regulations, and also eminent lawyers. Mr. Tulsi, your concern has been addressed. That eminent lawyers, how many from which High Court, the regulations to be framed by the Chief Justice can say, a big High Court having more than 100 judges, the regulation will postulate that you will consult 7, 8 lawyers. In a small High Court, they will say 2, 3 lawyers. Therefore, even the exposure of the eminent lawyer or legal fraternity is also inbuilt in the whole scheme of the Act itself. Now, someone, probably you said or Balgopalji said, about High Court judges being not only considered for seniority but also ability. It is why we have given this. I would like to share with this House. We want senior judges to come to Supreme Court. We also want able judges to come to Supreme Court. And again, I will take the shelter of Krishna Iyer. Today, what is happening? Only senior most judges who are the chief justices are coming to Supreme Court. Mr. Krishna Iyer was 7th in the hierarchy, yet he was picked up. So many others. Therefore, the commission is having only that enabling provision that apart from seniority, merit ability will also be considered. There is no element of supersession at all. I would like to clarify very clearly and categorically. Now, sir, certain other issues have come about the time frame within which commission must give recommendations. That point is very well taken, Sukhendu Babu. I respect your suggestion. That is exactly the point to be decided in the regulation itself. Because some job we must give to a commission headed by the Chief Justice himself, that they will understand the heavy duty imposed upon them. Who said that there are how many vacancies in Allahabad High Court? You are right. Yes, Naresh ji said. नरेश जी, देश भर में अब लगता 300 हाईकोर्ट की वैकेंसियां खाली हैं और मैं इस सदन को बताना चाहता हूं, सतीश जी ने बताया था कि कानून मंत्री बनने के बाद अब तक मैं भारत के हाईकोर्ट के मुख्य न्यायाधीशों को 3-4 चिट्ठियां लिख चुका हूं कि जल्दी से वैकेंसीज भरने के रिकमेंड करिए, एंटिसिपेट वैकेंसी कब रिटायरमेंट में उसकी चिंता करिए। लोअर कोर्ट में 4000 वैकेंसियां हैं देश भर में, मैंने चिट्ठी लिखी है कि इसको भी भरिए आप, तो मैं कर रहा हूं अपने तरीके से, उसकी चर्चा कभी और करेंगे। बट दैट कंसर्न इज वेरी मच अलाइव एंड श्योर द ग्रेट कंसेंसस व्हिच हैज बीन शोन इन बोथ द हाउसेस will also be reflected in the working of the commission. Now, sir, certain other issues have been raised by Mr. Jairam Ramesh. Would the eminent persons selection process be open to scrutiny in an RTI? This I cannot say it today, sir. When they will sit, there are other standards and norms precedents available, they will take a call. And the second thing which he stated, will the eminent persons will only be lawyers? How can I say? Never. They can be jurists also. They can be eminent public men also, not political men. Certainly. And again I say, trust the great trinity of the Prime Minister of India. नहीं हमने कहा अच्छा मैं उसको विड्रॉ अच्छा मैं विड्रॉ
अगर पराशर जी योग है, अगर तुलसी जी योग है, तो ये क्यों नहीं हो सकते? ये मैं इस शब्द को निकालिए, इसको मैं नहीं मानता हूँ। अदर देन पॉलिटिकल क्या होता है? व्हाट इज इट?
प्लीज प्लीज।
अब बीपी सिंह हमारे योग हैं, ये क्यों नहीं हो सकते? क्या बात कर रही है
सर?
ओके
सर,
यू मेड योर पॉइंट। ओके
ठीक है, शब्द को मैं पसंद नहीं।
ओके या
मैं इस पर डिसाइड।
ओके
सर मैं एक बात क्लैरिफाई कर दूं, नरेश जी और त्रिपाठी।
या हो गया।
The UP Assembly versus Judiciary came by a reference. The judge issued a notice for habeas corpus and allowed it. The Assembly issued a notice of privilege against the party. Another judge issued a notice. The UP Assembly sent a notice of breach of privilege to both the judges. Then the Chief Justice phoned up to the Chief Minister. What are you doing? What is it happening? He said. The Chief Minister was a politician. She was Sucheta Kripalani. She said, what are you talking, Chief? The remedy is in your hand. The Chief Justice said, I am issuing notice, but we are getting back notices of privilege. What do I do? I have told you the privilege, the remedy is in your hands. Are you not able to understand? Then she said, if all of you sit and issue a notice, will the House take privilege notice and bring judiciary to a standstill? All the 22 judges sat, because Allahabad have got 2 benches. In that bench, only 22 judges were there. All of them assembled and issued notice. The result was the President made a presidential reference in the Supreme Court. The problem was solved. A Chief Minister, a politician, a woman. Yesterday we were talking about women. Women have knowledge and also wisdom. Plus they have got native intelligence.
Okay.
She solved the problem. Don't say politician, don't say
या
anything.
ठीक है।
सर, नरेश जी आप या त्रिपाठी जी आप, मैं तो अपने छात्र जीवन से ही पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट हूँ, जेल भी गया हूँ, तो पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट और पॉलिटिकल लोगों का क्या सम्मान है मैं जानता हूँ। कभी ये ना समझें, और मैं मानता हूँ और इस हाउस के सामने, अगर एक पॉलिटिशियन देश को चला सकता है, प्रदेश को चला सकता है, ये मेरा जरा भी भाव नहीं था। लगता है क्षमा करिए, मैंने कहा नॉट ए पॉलिटिशियन इन द सेंस कि पब्लिक में दोनों में होते हैं, कहीं वो ना करें कि पॉलिटिशियंस का इसमें हेवी काफ़ी प्रभाव बढ़ रहा है। और कोई दृष्टिकोण था, मैं देश के, और मैं तो ये मानता हूं कि देश की डेमोक्रेसी को चलाने में पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के नेताओं ने, कार्यकर्ताओं ने हर पार्टी के मदद की है, ये मैं कहना चाहता हूं।
Okay. So how many more minutes you want?
Sir, but 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more.
2 minutes,
Sir,
okay.
Honorable Naresh, he talked about PIL, sir. His concern is quite well founded. सर मैं और नहीं कहूंगा, मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ही जजमेंट कोट करूंगा। द पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन हैज बिकम ए पैसा इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन, हैज ए पब्लिसिटी इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन। आई थिंक दोज कंसर्न्स आर देयर एंड द हाउस इज टेकिंग नोट ऑफ दैट सर। बाकी लोअर कोर्ट के वक्त पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन सर। अब सर बात की गई सर की डिस्ट्रिक्ट जजेस की बात, सर ये बात भी सही है सर, मैं इस हाउस के सामने बोलना चाहता हूं। लॉ मिनिस्टर बनने के बाद से देश भर के डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज की बहुत सी चिंता है कि हाई कोर्ट जज के प्रमोशन में उनके साथ न्याय नहीं हो रहा है। आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर विद दिस हाउस दैट दिस इज अ कंसर्न आई एम हियरिंग फ्रॉम मेनी सोर्सेज। Surely it is a matter to be looked into. Collegium system, we have a limited role. In the National Commission, I think this concern needs to be addressed.
Okay.
Now, sir, All India Judicial Service, Bal Gopal ji talked about, Naresh ji, Raja talked about. That is a problem pending for the last 40 years. Satish ji knows it very well. The debate goes on. There is the issue of federation, federal principles, and the state judiciary. The state judiciary is opposed to that because if they will come from All India Service, then the district judges' additional decision right would be curtailed. Therefore, that is a question to be considered and a consensus to be built upon. Sir, I think I have met nearly all the points, sir.
Almost all points.
Sir, I have to say only one thing, sir. On the issue of reservation, sir, Mishra ji knows the issue of reservation in judiciary is a larger question on which a national consensus has to be made. But as I said earlier, we need to make a collective effort to have the best talent available. And by the way, Satish ji, I have one point more. अगर सब कुछ रिजर्वेशन से ही होता तो अंबेडकर ये रिजर्वेशन से नहीं आए थे। और आज मैं मानता हूं कि इस देश में बहुत से योग्य दलित समाज के वकील हैं जिनको खोजने की जरूरत है, उनको अवसर नहीं मिलता, और शायद कमीशन उस दिशा में प्रयास करे, ये मेरी पूरी कोशिश होगी। ये मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं।
Okay.
रिजर्वेशन जो है नहीं होता, रिजर्वेशन की जरूरत नहीं है और डॉक्टर अंबेडकर नहीं होते। मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि आप उसके बाद इतिहास देख लीजिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनने के बाद रिजर्वेशन हायर जुडिशरी में नहीं रखा गया है, तो आज क्या प्रपोर्शन है। और जहां पर रिजर्वेशन आपने रखा है, लोअर जुडिशरी में रखा है, कंपलसरी रखा है, तो वहां पर वो मौजूद हैं और वहां पर अपॉइंटमेंट दिया जा रहा है और देना पड़ रहा है। लेकिन जहां पर आपने इसको रिलैक्स कर दिया, जिस जगह भी रिलैक्स कर दिया और उसको कंपलसरी नहीं किया, वहां पर शून्य पे पहुंच गया। इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट उसका एग्जाम्पल।
Okay.
इलाहाबाद में चिंता बहुत है। सर, इलाहाबाद की चिंता बहुत है। सतीश मिश्रा जी को मैं समझता हूं। इलाहाबाद के हाईकोर्ट की चिंता कई मामलों में है, वहां वैकेंसी के मामलों में, डिस्पोजल के मामले में, पेंडेंसी के मामले में। लेकिन इतना मैं कहूंगा कि एडिशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज के लेवल पर तो रिजर्वेशन है, लोग आते हैं, आगे उनको और पढ़ाने की जरूरत है और कमीशन को
एग्जामिन कर दीजिए।
Yes, we'll examine the matter. Sir, I would request the House, sir, that the unanimity which we showed while passing the constitutional amendment, today is the occasion that Sri Paraswaran rightly pointed out the sagacity and foresight of Suchita Kriplani. And today when we are discussing this historic bill, that this parliament has shown great foresight. And that is that house or this house, not even a single vote against National Judicial Commission. Okay. That's a great foresight the house has shown. By invoking that spirit and foresight, I will request the members to pass their bill, sir. That's all I have to say.